Hello, I welcome you all to this wonderful lesson where we'll be talking about statistics, how to find the standard deviation, how to plot this on the graph. So this is a 2022 paper 2 mathematics. So this is the paper that I want us to revise together. Let's see how we can answer this particular question. So this question is falling under statistics. I want to make statistics very simple so that we may all understand how to answer it. So we are having information here saying the table shows the heights of 100 plants measured in centimeters on a particular day. So they are measured in centimeters on a particular day. This is what we are given. Height there, we are given frequency down here. The first question is saying calculate the standard deviation. This is the first question which we are given. So we want to calculate the standard deviation. How do you first calculate the standard deviation? Before you calculate the standard deviation, you need to ask yourself which data is given. Is it a grouped data or ungrouped data? So how do you differentiate now grouped data from ungrouped? Even as you look at this data, the way it is, you look at what is on top there. So this data, they are telling you that x between 0 and 10, frequency is 3. Between 10 and 20, frequency is 8. Have you seen that this data is grouped? This is what we mean when we say grouped data. Where you'll be seeing x is between a certain range. X there is between a certain range. We've got x there that is between a certain range. This is how you get to know grouped data from ungrouped. So if this is grouped, then any data that will not look like this, it means that that is ungrouped data. So how do we answer this particular question? Quickly, before we start answering this question, what you need to understand is that since this is grouped, so we need to add here. We add 0 plus 10. What answer we get in? 0 plus 10. So when you add 0 plus 10, what answer are you going to get? 0 plus 10, 10. 10 divided by 2, you get a 5. So you put a 5 there. This is what you need to do. So I want you to understand this. You put a 5 there. Then we add here, just here, 10 plus 20, that is 30. 30 divided by 2, that is 15. You put your 15 there. I want you to understand this. So even as you are following, make sure that you are writing down this in your book so that you follow clearly, you are able to understand clearly. So why am I dividing by 2? I'm just finding the average. There are two numbers, you add it and divide by 2. You add here, divide by 2. 20 plus 30, that is 50. 50 divided by 2, you get 25. So there is a 25 here. You put a 25. Here, this is 70. Divide 2, you get 35. This is the first thing you need to do. When you go here, this is 90. You got 45. You are going to get 45. Here, you are going to get 55 when you add. So 55 there, you're going to get a 55. You move here. What are you going to get here when you add here? You're going to get 65. So 65. So this is 65. Hope you've seen this first step. This is the first step that you need to do. You are adding, divide by 2. You find these numbers that are on top. This is the first thing you need to do. After you do this, the next thing now is to find the mean. You need to find the mean. You get a plain paper like this. So the first step is finding the mean. So we need to find the mean. The mean, formula for mean is what? Is like this. This is the formula for mean. Mean represented or denoted by x bar is equal to summation of frequency times x over summation of total frequency over summation of total frequency. This is the formula that you need to get and understand. So this is a particular formula that we'll be using for us to answer this whole question. So what to be doing? The number on top there, always know that this it is called x. Down here, even if they haven't said that this is frequency, just know that down you get to find frequency. On top there is x. So you won't use these. We are going to use these numbers that we found. So where I'm going to continue and say mean is now equal to, I start multiplying frequency times x. Frequency 3 times 5. So I'll be saying 3 times 5. This is what I'll be doing. My plus summation, meaning I'm adding. So plus 8 times 15. 8 times 15 plus 14 times 25. 14 times 25. I'll just be doing this. Plus, I move forward to the next one. So what's the next one? 22. 22 times 35. What's the next one? I move to the next one. So I'll just be doing, this is what I'll just be doing. 22, I move to 23. So I say 23 times what? Times 45. So I put a 45 there. So I say 45. I say plus, I move to the other one. I move to 22. 22 times 25. So I say plus 22 times 55. 22 times, that is 55. I say plus 8 times 65. This is what I'm going to do. Have you seen like this? So this is what I'm going to do. So once I do this, then I say everything here, divide. I divide everything by total frequency. What do I mean when I say total frequency? I add these numbers that are down here. If I add 3 plus 8 plus 14 plus 22 plus 23 plus 22 plus 8, I'm going to get 100. So I put my 100 there. This is what I'm doing. So whenever you want to calculate the standard deviation, you first start by finding the mean. And this is what you are supposed to do. After we do this, then I say now that mean is now equal to what? I punch everything on my calculator. Get my calculator. I punch this. What answer am I going to get? The answer that I'm getting is 4020. This is the answer I'm getting. So you can confirm this. You can also confirm this. Where I say divide, I divide by 100. So what is the answer there? What is the answer when you divide? Say divide 100. The answer that you are getting is 40.2. So this is the what? This is the mean. This is how we get to find the mean. Just like this, you are done with the mean. Then since we want to find standard deviation, then you go to variance. You find what? Variance. The next thing you need to do is to find the variance. So 40.2, this is our mean. Don't forget, this is our mean. So I'm going to do this so that you see what is happening. So I'm going to fold this. I want to do this. Hope you've seen how we found the mean. This is how we get to find the mean. 40.2. So I continue. Now I find the what? The variance. We need to find the variance. How do we find the variance? There is a formula we use. Variance is equal to summation of frequency, open bracket x minus mean, like this, squared over what? Over summation of total frequency. This is the formula that we are going to be using. We know that mean is equal to what? 40.2. We know that mean is equal to that. So how do you work out this? You are going to be doing this. This is what you are going to be doing. So make sure that you follow me correctly. You follow me very well, even as I take you through. So you say variance is equal to, on the first one, what is the frequency? 3. Frequency is 3, open bracket. This is x. X is the number that is on top, 5. 5 minus, this is mean. Mean is what? 40.2. You cross, you put a square. This is what we are going to be doing. You continue where you say plus, I move here. Frequency is 8, so I say 8, open bracket. The number on top, that is 15. So I say 15 minus what? Mean 40.2 cross squared. Plus, I continue. So I'll just be doing this. I move to 14 that is there. So I say 14, open bracket. On top there I've got 25 minus, what is the mean? 40.2 cross squared. I'll just be doing this. I say plus, so I continue where I'm going to say plus. I go to 22. 22, open bracket, I'm here. There is what? 35 there. 35 minus, that is 40.2, that is the mean. Then you cross, then you put a square there. You continue where you say plus, we ended at 22 here, 35 there, so we go to 23, next one. So 23, open bracket, what is on top? 45, so I say 45 minus, what is the mean? 40.2 cross squared. This is what I need to be doing. I say plus, so 23, I will see, I go to 22. So 22, here, 22 is here. Open bracket, on top there we've got 55 minus 40.2 cross, then squared. This is a point. Then plus, the last one is 8. I say 8, open bracket, there is 65 minus 40.2 cross, then squared. Don't forget a square. So once you leave out one part, it means that even your answer will be affected. Everything. So these things that we've written here, everything you divide by what? 100. Everything you divide by 100. So you say this is now equal to, you start punching on your calculator. So we need to punch this on the calculator now. How do we punch this on the calculator? So the way in which we are going to punch this on the calculator, this is what you are going to do. The same way I've written, you just be going. You say 3, open bracket, 5 minus 40.2 cross, you put a squared there. You just be doing this. You put a squared plus. So this is what you'll be doing. You are just writing down this. So hope we are able to follow. So if you are not following this, it may seem to be boring because you are just watching. But if you are following, so I'm done with this part. I move to this part. Plus 8, open bracket, 15 minus 40.2 cross squared. Plus 14, open bracket, 25 minus 40.2 cross squared. Plus 22, open bracket, I'm here now. Hope you're able to follow. 35 minus 40.2 cross squared. Plus, I'm down now. 23, open bracket, 45 minus 40.2 cross squared. So just follow through. Plus 22, I've got 22, open bracket, 55 minus 40.2 cross squared. So I reach here. I'm even able to see that my calculator is almost full. So the calculator, I've seen something different on my calculator. Before I continue, I say equals. Equals. I ended on the square there. So when you end here, you can't say equals. You always need to end on the square there, squared. I've noticed that my calculator is bringing something foreign. That is a sign that it is almost full. So I reached here. So what I need to do, I start say equals in advance. The answer comes, then I continue with this. So I say plus, so I'm going to continue with this. I just continue. I say plus. Plus what? Plus 8, open bracket, 65 minus 40.2 cross. then squared. I've got a squared there. What is the answer? The answer that I'm getting is, this is the answer that I'm getting. I'm getting this answer 22896. This same answer, you divide it by what? 100. You divide it by 100. So when we divide it by 100, what answer are we getting? What answer are we going to get on this part? So divide, I say divide 100. The answer that I'm getting 228.96. This is my what? Variance. So the moment you just find the variance, then everything is now done, where you are going to say that therefore standard deviation, which is SD, standard deviation is equal to what? Standard deviation is equal to square root of variance. This is what we get to do. Standard deviation is equal to square root of variance. So now, where you are going to say standard deviation is equal to, what is our variance? This is our variance, 228.96. So what answer are we getting when we put the square root there? What answer are we going to get? So we say square root of what? Square root of 228.96. What is the answer? I'm getting this answer. That is 15.13142426. This is the answer that I'm getting. This is the answer that I'm getting. Then I just say standard deviation is now equal to 15 nearest whole number. This is the answer. This is how you get to find the standard deviation. Hope you've seen all the procedures that we've done together. These are steps that you need to put into consideration. So if I've made a mistake in my calculation, you can correct that. But these are the methods that you are supposed to follow. Maybe in calculating, I pressed a wrong button, but these are the correct procedures that are supposed to be done. Hope you've seen how I've done this. Make sure that you do the same thing. So this is all that you need to know under the standard deviation. So just calculating this, you get 6 marks. Okay, so we move to the other part. We've done this part. We've gotten our 6 marks. We now move to the next part here. So we move to the next part. Where is the next part? This is the next part that is here. So this part, make sure that you understand it well. You follow me attentively. They say there is power in knowledge. So even as you are getting my voice, even in an exam, you'll be able to hear my voice. You'll be able to remember my voice, that on this and such a day, I was listening to this wonderful tutorial. So the question is saying, answer this part of the question on a sheet of graph paper. This is to tell you that this whole question is supposed to be answered on a sheet of graph paper. So this whole part, everything here, this one that we are from answering, you can answer it on a separate paper. But this one here, you answer it on a sheet of graph paper. Everything should be done on a sheet of graph paper. So if you want to join me, if there is someone that wants to join me, my number is 0971 066747. That's my number that I get to use. So you can call me on this number. So the question is saying, using the table above, copy and complete the cumulative frequency table below. Copy and complete the cumulative frequency table below. How do we complete now these three? How do we get to complete these 3 boxes? 1, 2, 3. This is how we get to complete. So I want you to follow me. Have you seen the 0 that is here? Are you able to see this 0? Are you able to see this 0 that is here? Are you able to see the 0 that is here? So this is what we get to follow. 0 plus 3. This is the answer that is here. it is what? 3. 3 plus 8, 11. The one 11 that is here. 11 plus 14, you get what? 25. 25 plus 22, what is your answer? So here now, this next box. 25 plus 22, what is the answer? 47. So I get 47 here. The same 47 here, plus 23. 47 plus 23. So plus 23. What answer am I getting? I'm getting 70. So I'm going to get 70 there. 70 plus 22. 70 plus 22. I say plus 22. I'm getting 92 here. 92 plus 8. This is the 100 that is there. Hope you've seen. This is how you get to fill up this. You start with this one. I want you to understand this. This is how questions will be coming, and this is the format that you are supposed to follow. So you say, this is 0. 0 plus the first one there. It gives you the second one here. Then the second one plus the second one there gives you the third one here. So 0 plus 3, it is 3. 3 plus 8, 11. 11 plus 14, 25. 25 plus 22, 47. 47 plus 23, 70. 70 plus 22, 92. 92 plus 8, this is the 100 that is here. This is how we get to fill up those boxes. Hope you are able to see. Hope you are able to understand. This is what you need to do. These are things that you need to get. So the moment you just do this, the moment you are just done with this part, what you need to do next now, so we've answered this part, 1 mark. So plus those 6, 7. Then here they are telling you that using a scale of 2 centimeters to represent 10 units on both axes, they want you to sketch now. They want you to draw a smooth cumulative frequency curve. So have you seen this? Always this will be given. This will be given always. You are going to be given this. Hope you are able to see. Here there is x, telling you that x should length from 0 to 70. Here there is y, telling you that y should length from 0 to 100. So how do you sketch this? How do you sketch this? You get your graph paper. You are told that 2 centimeters to represent 10 units on both axes. So when you get your graph paper like this is my wonderful graph paper. So what they mean is this. When you get this graph paper, this is what they mean. From here to there, this is 2 centimeters. So 2 centimeters is representing how many units? 10 on both axes. So what you need to do, you put your 0 here. Always, always, don't forget this, always put your 0 there. This is what you are supposed to do. Especially those of you that are under my online lessons, I noticed that you were making this mistake. This is what I noticed. Some people are writing a graph here, but I was able to understand. But this is the standard one. You put your 0 here. Have you seen? You just leave one box here. One box here and one box this side. This O, the O column there. And this, the low here is taken. So when you just do this, the moment you are just done with this, then you put a line from here to there, you get your low. So this is what we are going to do. These are things, so if you are just watching, then this is boring to you, I know. But if you are following what I'm doing, this is really interesting. You follow me nicely. You do this, you get your... And one thing, I'm using a pen so that you are able to understand. In an exam, you are not supposed to use a pen. So you do something like this. This is what you need to do. You do something like this. You do something like this here. And another line going up there. So just up on top there. Or just on top there. Put another line just going there on top, just like that. This is what you are supposed to do. Line just going there. Just like this. Have you seen? So this is what you're supposed to do. You know that here, this is the y-axis. So you're going to do this. This is the y-axis. And this is the x-axis this side. We have the x-axis this side. This is the x-axis. This is what I'm going to do. And then I plot these points here. I start plotting these points. What is on top there? That is the x-axis. This is the what? The y-axis. So before I even continue, I'm told that 2 centimeters is representing 10 units on both axes. So I'll be going in tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. I'm told that x should reach up to 70. Hope you haven't forgotten. Then the y should go up to 100. Y should go up to 100. So I start. So 10. Put my 10 here. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So I put my 100 there. This is what I need to do. So these are things that you are supposed to do. Have you seen? Just like this. So we've done this. This is what we've done. You know that in the x-axis, there is what in the x-axis? In the x-axis, there is what? Height, which is in centimeters. So here we've got height. So I say here I've got height, which is in what? Centimeters. Height is in centimeters this side. Then here I've got cumulative frequency. So this side I've got cumulative frequency. I can just say CF. I've got cumulative frequency CF like that. So now I start plotting. What's the first coordinate? So the first coordinate is 0, 0. 0, 0. Where is 0, 0? 0, 0 is just here. This is where there is 0, 0. Then the next one, this is what we are answering. The next one, 10, 3. X 10, 3. 10 is here, 3. I just count from 10 here in the X. 1, 2, 3. The point is here. So we have got a point. I proceed. I move to the next one. So I move to the other coordinate. 20, 11. 20. 10 is here. 11, I just count 1 like this. The next one, so I will just be doing this. What is the next one? 30, 25. 30 is here. This is where 30 is, 25. So 30 is here. 10, 20, 25, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. This is where it is like this. The next one, what's the next one? The next one, so 40, 45. 40, 45. So 40, 45. 40 is here. 45, 10, 20, 30, 40. 5 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I put my 5 there. That's 45. Then I proceed now. I move to 50, 70. So make sure you are able to follow this. 50, 70. 50 is here in the x-axis. Where is 50? In the x-axis, 50 is here. Then I start checking. I'll be going along this line to see where the 70 is on the y. So 50 is here. Just going 70 is here. So that is where 70 is. This side there is 70. This side there is 50. So this is what I'm doing. So make sure that you are joining, you're following. Then we go to 60,92. We've got 60,92. 60,92. 60 on the x-axis is here. So I'll just be going along this line. I'll just be going until I reach 90. 60 is here, 90 is there. So 92, I just count these small boxes, 1, 2. I just do this. This is what I need to do. Just like that, I'm done. The last one is 70, 100. 70, 100. So 70, 100. 70, where is 70? 70 is here. I start moving along this same line. 100 is there. So 100 is here. This is what I need to do. Then I just join now these. So you join them nicely. You're supposed to join them nicely. This is what you want to do. How can you join these? Starting from here, you join them nicely like this. This is what you are going to do. You join them nicely like this. Here I've made a mistake. So, but you're supposed to do the correct thing. You join them nicely like this. You join these points nicely. You just join them like that. Like that. Like that. So this is what you are supposed to do. Have you seen? Like this. This is what you are supposed to do. So you draw a smooth curve. It should be smooth. Have you seen? Like this. This is a curve here like this. This is what you need to do. This is what you have to do like this. Very smooth. A smooth curve like this. This is what you're supposed to do. Then we move to the other question. We move to the next question. Next question. What is the next question saying? We go back to this part. The question is saying, showing your methods clearly, use your graph to estimate the semi-interquartile range. So we want to use our graph to estimate the semi-interquartile range. So the formula for the semi-interquartile range is this. The formula for interquartile range. So I should not only teach you how to answer this, but if a question comes under interquartile range, this is the formula that you get to use. Have you seen? This is the formula for interquartile range. But for semi, when you hear the word semi-interquartile range, what you are supposed to do, you just put half here, you multiply by Q3 quartile, upper quartile minus the first quartile like this. So these are just the same, just that here you are putting half, you are multiplying by 1/2. So they look to be the same, but this one, when you just divide by 2, you know that when you are multiplying by half, you are multiplying by 2. So this is what is happening. So what you are going to do is this. On this part, so we find what? We need to find the interquartile range. After we find the interquartile range, we just multiply by half. Then we found the what? We found the semi-interquartile range. So let us find the interquartile range. How do we find the interquartile range? We first find what? Q3. How do you find Q3? So you are going to do this. This is how you get to find Q3. You say Q3 is equal to 3/4 times, you do this times, you check on this table that is here, the highest number there, the highest number is what? 100. You check on the table, the highest number is 100, so you multiply by 100. What answer are you going to get there? So when you say 3/4, then times 100, you are going to get 75. So the answer there is what? 75. So this 75 is not your answer. Get this. The 75 is not your answer, but it is showing you where the actual answer is. Where is the actual answer? You go on the graph. You do this. So you go on the graph. Where is the 75 on the y-axis? You go on the y-axis. Where is 75? 70 is here. So I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 75 is here. Have you seen? That's where 75 is. Then I put my line. I draw a straight line like this. A straight line that will be here. until I meet the curve. I meet the curve. I meet the curve. I need to meet the curve. The curve, a line until I meet the curve like this. Bah! The curve is here. Have you seen here? I've met the curve. Then I put a dotted line that is coming down. I get the reading on the what? I get the reading on the x-axis. So like this, there, like this. I put it straight like this. A dotted line. Like this. A dotted line should come like this. There. So what is the answer here? What is the answer here? This is 51, 52. So this is now the answer, 52. So this is the answer that you're going to get. So I put my 52 there. This is now my answer. So I'm going to say, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to say that Q3 is equal to what? Is equal to 52. This is the answer that I found, 52. That is centimeters there. I put centimeters. This is what I need to do. I put centimeters. So that is the answer. Then I find Q1. So I know that, okay, I know what Q3 is. Then I go to Q1. How do you find Q1? We start the procedure. So these are just the same. This is what you need to be doing. I say Q1, how do I find Q1? Q1 is equal to, so let me do this, is separate. Q1 is equal to 1 over 4 times the last number on the y-axis. This is the y-axis. There is what? 100. If there is 80, you get 80. Any number that is there. So there is 100. What is the answer there? I'm going to get 25. There is a 25 there. So now I get this 25. 25 is not the answer. Get this. The 25 is not the answer, but it is showing you where the answer is. You go on the y-axis where there is 25. You rotate the answer. So I go on the graph. This is my graph. Where is 25? 20 is here. So 25, I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like this. That's where 25 is. I do the same thing. So just need to do the same thing. Like this. Here, I put a line here. This one is hitting the curve here. The moment it hits the curve, it should come down here. What answer am I getting? So what answer am I getting? Like this, I do this, I do this. So the answer that I'm getting there, this is a 30. Have you seen, just going straight on the 30? So Q1 is what? 30. That is now my answer. So quarter 1 is now what? Is now 30. 30 what? Centimeters. Say 30 centimeters because here there are centimeters. So I now have Q1 and Q3. So I have Q1 and Q3. I can now say interquartile range. What is my interquartile range? So if you are just told to find the interquartile range, just say interquartile range is equal to Q3 minus Q1. What is your Q3? Q3 is 52. There, 52. So put your 52 there minus. What is your Q1? 30. You put your 30 there. When you divide here, what answer, when you subtract, what answer are you getting? 52 minus 30. 22. So you are getting 22. So this is what you're finding, 22. So this 22 centimeters is the what? Interquartile range. If you were taught to find the interquartile range, you end here. But the question was saying, find the semi-interquartile range. I've told you that semi, you just do this. Semi-interquartile range is equal to, you just get this 22, just divide by what? 2. If you want to multiply by 1 over 2, it is just 1 and the same. So just divide by what? Just divide by 2. You get 11 centimeters. This is the semi-interquartile range. This is what you are supposed to do. So these are things that you need to know. I think you've learned something from this. You are able to answer questions in an exam. So we are going to end here. If there is one that wants to start tuitions with me, this is my number. I'm going to write it here. You can contact me. I add you to the group. I offer tuitions in mathematics and science. Science, I mean physics and chemistry myself. So this is my number. You contact me on this number. +26 0971 066747. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much. This was 2022 Paper 2 ECZ.